Hello and welcome back everyone to the Hollister MacIntyre Flyers franchise. And going forward, before each game, we're going to do these little comment segments on the previous video's game. It's less so of a preview like in the Olympia Raiders dynasty, but more just we're going to quickly look at some comments y'all had. I'll pick maybe, you know, the top ones if it becomes that many comments that are questions. So going forward, just go ahead and leave a question, a comment you have, and use the hashtag FlyHigh hashtag. I'm gonna put that on screen, so no worries if you don't remember it. And let's go ahead and kick this off. Texas Chick 23 will get the inaugural comment here that we will be answering. What are the keys for Linehan and Roach this season to lead this team to a division championship or Super Bowl? I like the Super Bowl aspiration here. I'm not so convinced of it myself just yet, but you know, I think our boys here. Let's start with Roach. Roach has been doing what he needs to already, I think, and that is running hard when given the opportunity. I think that he finds the right hole, hits it, and then he breaks a tackle or two, and that is just enough for him to be averaging a pretty good yards per carry average so far. He's been great in the pass game. I think if we just continue to get him the rock, he'll be good. Don't need to do too much from his end. For Linehan though, he's got to cut down the turnovers, got to take easier passes. I think simplify the offense a little bit, and then get him more involved in the run game. And I think we'll see this team go ahead and win what is a weak division championship this year. So let's go ahead and jump into the game now. Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Hollister MacIntyre Flyers franchise, as today we take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I've been anticipating seeing this guy because this is who I was originally wanting to draft when I took over the Lions, and then we moved to the Flyers in Salt Lake. Bryce Richardson. I never expected Austin Belton to fall down to the 4th pick in the draft. Of course, we don't have Austin Belton anymore, and Bryce Richardson also not on his original team. But today we take on the Steelers. Bryce Richardson and a good defense coming up after this. Ricky Rubini's back to kick this, and off we go here in Salt Lake City. This will be fielded and returned out of the end zone here to about the 23-yard line. So out comes Bryce Richardson, donning the yellow and black. And I feel like he's had a really successful start to his season. Steelers have been a pretty good team so far. Not necessarily able to translate to the win column here. Is on first down, Mitch Newman. A nice pass break up there. Makes it 2nd down and 10. Richardson dropping back. And he throws this one out, and that is caught. A nice pass there. And Johnson picks up a big gain. 1st and 10, 42-yard line. Richardson gets this one out to Juju, and that is caught down to the 44-yard line. Juju having a slow start to his season, it feels like, but you expect that that'll pick up at some point. Hand off here, Austin Eckler. Eckler, a nice run there before he's finally rocked down by Byron Handy. But a big gain of 17, and the Steelers are already pushing into Flyer territory here. Eckler, another nice run down to the 18-yard line. So far, this Flyers offense, or defense rather, not looking super stout. Another big catch here. Down to the 12-yard line, as Richardson has been pretty good so far. Now alone in the gun, throwing this one out. That is caught down to the 4-yard line. Steelers continuing to just push down the field here. 3rd and 2 now. Richardson throwing this one out. That is caught into the end zone. A touchdown there, and the Steelers go up first in the game. Ebron with the catch. He had 3 of those back to back to back towards the end of that drive, and now out comes Kai Linehan, who's had an up and down season to say the least. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Hoping he can return to form a little bit today and have a nice day. As Lance Roach runs this for 5 yards. Now 2nd down and 5. Read option here. Roach getting, or Linehan rather, getting a lot of blocking. Great little crash there, just providing enough space for him to run for a big 16-yard gain. That's 1st and 10 to 46. Play action, Roach. This is a throw, and I'm not sure if that was supposed to be to Clements or Pettis, but that goes to Pettis. And he catches that nicely. Now Roach motioning out wide. Empty set now for Linehan. He's going to snap the ball here. And he throws this one up for Roach, and it thought Roach maybe had a step, but instead it's just a jump ball that Roach ends up losing. And that is intercepted by Sidney Ward. And not a great start there for Linehan. Maybe just a bad read or something. Richardson now throwing across the middle. Ebron again with the catch. 3rd and inches now at the 28-yard line. Under center, this will be a handoff. Eckler has the first down. 4 rushes already for about 36 yards. He's had a fantastic day so far. Now a handoff to him again, stretching it out wide, and he's got a lot of space in front of him. Tries to juke inside there and brought down by Keanu Neal. Not at all faked out by that move. Now a handoff to Eckler. Only 3 yards on the game, but that is enough for a first down as the run defense has not looked good to start this game out. Richardson throwing this. That is caught. Johnson hangs on despite 2 hits there. That's 3rd and 2. Handoff. Eckler. Ooh. I think he had a big hole if he ran to the left there, but tries to cut it back inside. Does pick up the first down, but that is all. 1st and 10. His time is winding down in this first quarter here. Richardson dropping back and throwing this one. That is caught. And Stephon Tuitt a little shaken up on the play. Looks not too serious, but he is going to walk off the sideline. So sub comes in for him. And Chance Fortunata takes the legs out from Richardson. No flag thrown on that, thankfully. Just kind of dove at him and caught him low. Looks like unintentional. Could have been roughing, but no call. Richardson throwing this. That is caught. Across the middle of the field there. That's 3rd down and 10. Richardson dropping back. Throwing this one deep. That is intercepted. Handy was shadowing Juju Smith-Schuster and picks off Bryce Richardson. His first interception of the season. Now Linehan making some adjustments, it seems. So go ahead and hand this off. Stretch play to Roach. Roach just not quite fast enough to get out to that edge. He will pick up 3 yards, but could have been more, you feel like. Handoff again. Roach. This is maybe actually where he's more impressive. Off tackle, but not out wide. A nice run there for about 10 yards. Play action now to Roach as Linehan throws this one out on the run to Clements. I've really liked Linehan both in naked bootlegs and the play action ones. He's looked great rolling out and throwing on the run. As that will end the first quarter, a 7-0 lead for the Steelers. Linehan hoping to make up for that interception. We will be back in the second quarter. And we are back here in the second quarter. Under center now for Linehan in an ace set. He's going to drop back, throw this one up. He's got a step, McCole Hardman, but he drops the ball. A nice deep ball there from Linehan. Saw the first one go for an interception. This one, this time, though, almost caught for a big gain. It's now Lance Roach running it, again, efficiently. A 6-yard run there for him. If he'd have broken a tackle, might have been 6. Now Linehan trying to roll out and just has to end up throwing this one away. And unfortunately, having to kick now. So back on offense once again, the Steelers. Handoff here to Eckler. He's up to 60 yards on the day. Another handoff here to Eckler as he'll run that to the right. At the 50, breaks a tackle, and down to the 22-yard line. Actually, never even broke a tackle, just never got touched. He's almost at 100 yards, and it's not even close to halfway through the second quarter. Screen pass here for Richardson, and it's Eckler once again. We haven't even seen him a whole lot in the pass game. You know, that is one of his better strong suits. Another nice play for him there, but that was 3rd down, and that'll end up being a field goal. Back on offense, handoff. Derek Francois. I've really liked what I've seen from him. He's not the most dynamic back, but he gets some good yardage here and there, and that's a really nice play for him, 11 yards. Linehan dropping back. He'll try to take off here and get sacked. Sheriff, it looks like, lost his block. Just unlucky timing there as Linehan had a big run in front of him if Sheriff holds that. And now dropping back, throwing this one out. Broken up for Lance Roach, and that'll be another punt for the Flyers. Throwing this one now to Eric Ebron inside the 50 once again, down to the 44, as the Salt Lake City Flyers defense has been on its back foot all game long. Nice tackle here, though, on 3rd and 1. Justin Matabike getting in the backfield. Eckler taken down for a loss, and that is a big-time stop. Back on offense once again. Linehan throwing this one out. He's got a catch for Dante Pettis there, down to the 33-yard line. Dante's been a little quiet to start the year, but some nice plays so far today. Throw here to Stachelski on the move. That's going to be a 5-yard catch and run there. Now 2nd and 5. Dropping back. Throwing this one out. It's a screen pass to Lance Roach. And he's marked short. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Francois just gets enough for the first down. Nice power run there for him. And it's a 1st and 10. Running right at TJ Watt, no less. Throw now here to Scotty Miller, and he jukes inside. A nice catch and run there for him on the screen pass. Down to the 45-yard line, and Roach checks back in the game. Dropping back now, Linehan throwing this one out. That is caught. Dante Pettis with a nice catch there. It's 1st and 10 as the Flyers are finally seeing some life in this offense. Linehan rolling out. Hit by TJ Watt, but gets it out, and Lance Roach comes down with the catch. Inside the 15, down to the 12. 1st and 10 now. Rolling out towards Watt's side. Surprisingly, another throw here to Lance Roach, though. Down to the 3-yard line. And the Flyers have a chance to go ahead and score. 19 seconds left in this half. Handoff, Francois. Inches now. No huddle. The QB sneak stopped. They take a timeout, and with 4 seconds left now, they're going to go for it. Handoff, Roach. Met at the 1, but makes it into the end zone. And that is a touchdown there for him. As we head to halftime with a 3-point deficit. It was not a pretty half of offense, but the defense ended up picking it up a little bit, doing what they needed to do. And we will go ahead and at least head to the halftime with only a 3-point deficit. Let's go ahead and look at games around the league. However, we'll start off the day with the division rivalry, Chicago at Green Bay. Historically, a Green Bay dominated series. Kyler Garrett, though, looking to change things. He's having a fantastic season so far, as the Bears are 2-1 and looking to start 3-1. Now we'll go ahead and look at Seattle, New Orleans. No start yet for Darius McIntyre, as Russell Wilson has thrown an interception, and the Saints behind Jameis Winston lead by 10. Hope to see my nephew start soon. And finally, Baron Gajkowski and the Raiders down by 7, as Gajkowski gets the ball. He's got 4 for 4 for 40 yards. Good start to the day, but hoping he can actually pull that one out. So let's get back to this second half now, as it'll be a handoff to start off the half to Lance Roach down to the 27-yard line. He's had a pretty good game running so far. Play action, however, here, and a nice throw to Clements there as he's down to the 50-yard line. Clements has probably been our leading receiver. I'd have to check the stats, but a little disappointed there on the receivers, but really happy about how Clements has been. Check down here to Lance Roach for 4 yards. That makes it 2nd down and 6. Under center once again, another A set. Handoff, Francois shrugging off a tackle there. A nice run for him, as Francois continues showing some promise here in the power game. Linehan now finding Roach again, and he's rocked down. Ball comes out. Roach kind of got stood up and then just leveled there. Never really stood a chance. Sidney Ward already with an interception, and now he's got a fumble recovery too. So a promising drive, unfortunately ripped out of Roach's hands, and now the Steelers back in control. Richardson under pressure gets this one out to Eckler. A nice pass to midfield at the 49. Richardson, quick throw, broken up on 3rd and 3, and that will result in Flyers ball once again. Handoff, Miller up the middle. Nice run there. A 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4. Dropping back. Looks like Miller still in the game. Roach might be a little shaken up after that big hit. I mean, you got to take him back for concussion protocol almost. 1st and 10 now. Play action. Linehan finds Dante Pettis once again across midfield. Pettis has been very reliable today, as he's almost at 50 yards. Now 2nd down and 10 at the 48. Linehan rolling out, throws this on the move. That's caught. That's Dylan Murdoch with some room in front of him. Unfortunately gets tracked down and taken down out of bounds, though. 1st and goal now at the 8-yard line. A nice catch and run for him. And it's a double play action here as Linehan throws this out. Almost intercepted, meant for McCole Hardman. 3rd and goal now. Linehan rolling out. He's going to throw this. It's caught to McCole Hardman down to the 2, though. 4th and goal. Flyers decide to go for it. Handoff. Roach met at the 1 and this time stopped. And you have to think, why not go for 3 there? Well, Cowboys asking the decision making perhaps. Eckler now from the 1 yard line. Oh my goodness. Okuda the only one that can give chase now. Okuda not quite fast enough. No. Eckler a 99-yard touchdown return. And the Flyers crowd is silent. I'm surprised the boos aren't raining down just yet. This is a pathetic performance. Little RPO orbit now from McColl, and I think if he just breaks that one tackle, he's going for 6 with that speed he has. Maybe we should put him on defense. 1st and 10 now, handoff up the middle. Roach, nobody even close to in front of him. A big run there for him as he's at midfield now. The Flyers really need a score here to even have a chance in this game, it feels like. Linehan throwing this one out, caught by Stachelski, and about 7-yard gain for him there, and it's 2nd down and 4. Handoff, Roach up the middle, another nice run here. Met by Fitzpatrick, but down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Linehan dropping back, throwing this one, caught by Stachelski. Down to the 18-yard line as it's been mostly tight end today. A few hits for Dante Pettis, but that's about it. Now 1st and 10. A little RPO. We're going to find Dylan Murdoch down to the 1-yard line. Just barely doesn't get in the end zone. We've seen this matters. Got to punch it in here. 1st and goal. I formation. Handoff. Touchdown for Derek Francois. And that is how you do things. Power run. 3rd and 7 now for the Steelers. Back on offense once again. Fortunato gives out to block nicely, but unfortunately Johnson will catch this one for 1st down as Richardson finds him. 1st and 10 at the 33. Play action. No, handoff to Eckler. A nice draw there, and that is down to the 50-yard line as Eckler 214 yards rushing, and we're not even in the 3rd quarter yet. 1st and 10. Richardson throwing this, caught by Juju Smith-Schuster. And Stephon Gilmore was there in coverage, just couldn't quite break it up. 5 seconds remaining in the quarter here, and that is caught. Eric Ebron down to the 24, as we'll get one more play off an injury timeout here. Richardson. Play action. No, RPO actually, and he's going to take off and run with this one, and doesn't get brought down. What is going on with this defense? That'll end the 3rd quarter, and the Flyers defense has been about as bad as their offense. And the boos now rain down. We need to find an answer here in the 4th. Here in the 4th quarter now. Richardson drops back. And oh my goodness, almost throws a pick to Mitch Newman. That could be a big drop. Something to monitor here if they score a touchdown. And they do. Juju on the very next play, winning the coverage battle and scores a touchdown. And Mitch Newman, that's on you. Pitch out here to Lance Roach. Roach, again, just doesn't have the speed quite to break it outside. Now, Linehan dropping back. Finds Dante Pettis on the slant route, and he's got a 1st down there. Nice catch down to the 34-yard line. 3rd and 10 now. Thrown out to Lance Roach, and it's broken up. Roach has taken a few big hits today from the Steelers defense that likes to play, I won't say dirty, but they definitely like to hit hard. And now back in control on the offense. Ebron a catch down to the 48. Now 3rd and 1. Handoff. Eckler brought down at the 50 by Gilmore, but that's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 as time is winding and no longer on the Flyers side here. Richardson throwing this out. That is caught. Down to the 18-yard line is Pierce is a little shaken up on the play, one of the linemen. Handoff here. Eckler brought down for a 5-yard gain. Makes it 2nd down and 4. Richardson under center. Handoff. Eckler breaking a tackler. Eckler breaking a tackle there. Down to the 4 is Keanu Neal rocks him down. The only one that's really been able to make a sure tackle today. And now 2nd and goal brought down at the 5. So 3rd and goal. Time winding down to 7 minutes now. Richardson throws this out. Ebron brought down. Only a 2-yard gain, and they'll have to kick a field goal. So a 13-point lead. Still 2 scores for the Flyers to overcome here. Linehan rather, dropping back. Throwing this deep. He's got one-on-one with Pettis. He wins it, but does not get a 2nd foot in bounds. 1st and 10, 6 minutes remaining. We'll hand this one off. Or 2nd and 10, rather. Roach with the 4-yard gain there. That makes it 3rd down and 6. Again, time not on your side to be running the ball. Linehan rolling out. He's going to take off and run with this one. He's got the first down to the 38-yard line. But again, anything in bounds is kind of a win for the Steelers, who are playing prevent now. Pettis catching this one down to the 48-yard line. Now inside 5 minutes. Play action. Rolling out. Linehan finds Pettis here down to the 18-yard line as TJ Watt's a little shaken up on the play, and this is big. Could affect the pass rush pretty heavily here. Linehan dropping back, throws this one out, and that is intercepted, meant for McCole Hardman. Just didn't expect Sidney Ward to jump that one, and Ward has had now 3 turnovers he's gotten from the Flyers offense. Hand off here, Eckler breaking a tackle. Eckler, a 9-yard run, should have been stopped after 4, and instead it's 2nd down and 1. 4 minutes remaining in this game as the Flyers are now taking timeouts. Hand off, Eckler stops short there of a 1st down. And this time we let time run, I suppose. And back on offense, Linehan has to make something happen here. Throws it up deep. Intercepted. Linehan threw this game away. And that's unfortunately where we'll leave things, as the Flyers defense was not super fantastic, honestly. But Kai Linehan absolutely just bombed us out of this game. It hurts to see, because I know he's so talented, and after that first rookie season he had, looked really impressive, but here in his sophomore season he just does not look nearly as good. Now the receiving core has not been super open, not a lot of separation for him to throw to, and his throws have been accurate. It's just been more the decision making, something that I think you only can beat by simplifying the offense greatly. I think going forward we got to look to more screen passes, more slants, more short throws, and more running. And that'll do it for this week. Let's go ahead and jump into the after game, as we will also see the bye week here. Trey Harris will go ahead and look to upgrade his run stopping ability, work on him. Of course, he's growing into that linebacker role after starting out as a safety, and he's pretty much flourishing there, I would say. Keanu O'Neal will go ahead and also look to up his run support, because really this team has struggled with the run game. We just gave up around 250 yards to Austin Eckler. So yeah, we got to work on run stopping. On that same slot for Tamani Bulware, we'll try to get him to play a little better closer to the line. And let's continue from there. Looking at some scores after the game, the Bears would hold on to beat the Packers, as Kyler Garrett really looking like the quarterback of the future, but also the quarterback of the now for the Bears. A rather pedestrian game as far as his stats, but able to just do what it takes to win, not throw an interception. The Titans losing to the Colts here, so Miguel Stanley picking up a win. Really excited to see this. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, almost 400 yards passing. Continuing on here, unfortunately, no win here for Tre'Davious White, as the Patriots get kind of blown out by the Falcons there. And then continuing, Tampa Bay just getting absolutely dominated by the Eagles here. I don't know, the stats say things were close, but Cole Bright's 2 interceptions maybe tell the other half of that story. Unfortunately, Baron Gajkowski cannot come up with the win over Jacksonville. No interceptions on the day for him, but unfortunately just not able to get enough offense. And then going forward again, excuse me there, we'll continue looking. Austin Belton continuing his winning ways here, as the Giants just continue to be probably the team to beat, the reigning Super Bowl champions here. And now a trade. Vernon Boatwright for Zach Meredith. Of course, Vernon Boatwright, the longtime tackle for us. Zach Meredith, a Mike linebacker for the Eagles. And you can see we need linebacker depth, unfortunately, especially after that big game running for Austin Eckler. And the Eagles need a starting caliber tackle. Vernon Boatwright would start for them, and Meredith would see some time for us. So I think this trade ends up being fair and balanced, but let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and look at some scouting. Maverick Barnes, the Barnes brothers are the cream of the crop prospects here in this draft class. Maverick Barnes, a physical wide receiver out of USC, but we will see come to combine what his athleticism is. And Champ Barnes, a really good man coverage press corner. Again, like his brother, very good. The twins just insanely athletic. Russell Perkins, another cornerback to look for here, maybe a little lower than his projection is, but still someone to consider. And then Bakari Williams could be a prize safety for this class. Daniel Moore also could be an interesting steal. Another safety we're looking at is Kai Allen. Just need a lot of good safety depth here. Cruz Carrillo could be a really good run-stopping linebacker there. Ben Samuels, another good run-stopper out of TCU. And then Tevion Richardson, I really like him as a rusher off the edge. And then the #1 prospect in this class, Alan Schefter, the tackle. He is a can't-miss tackle out of Notre Dame. Would love to see what he could do on our team. Let's go ahead and look at some more upgrades here in the bye week, as Eric Holloway will get an upgrade to his run stopping. Again, everybody's getting a look at the run stopping right now. Eric Holloway, of course, incredibly strong, just needs to get his block shedding up a little bit. Sean Stevens, who I've been impressed with, but we didn't see him much in the last game. He's got to get his route running up. I need guys to be able to separate on this offense, and so far the route running just hasn't really been there for any of my wide receivers. Pass protection for Jason Edwards feels like a no-brainer. This guy just gets eaten alive in pass pro. Only good as run blocking right now, and we need to get that up. Glenn Vereen, one of the guys I'm really excited to see coming up in the future. We're going to go ahead and look to upgrade his run stopping. It's something that's very lacking on him. More of a pure rusher right now. Would love to see him be able to also fill in on run stop. Sean Pippen, I'm excited for him too, but right now he is just buried on the depth chart. It wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing to throw him in there though, because it's not like our other receivers have been super impressive, but we'll go ahead and upgrade his route running again. Route running on offense, run stopping on defense, kind of the theme of today. Let's keep going on here. Chance Fortunata, it's going to be run stopping here, but this guy is a monster. I've really been impressed with what I've seen from him, although he has dropped off a little bit in the sack production category, so we want to see him get back to his dominant ways off the edge coming up in the New York games. Let's go ahead and look at some more games here. Tre'Davious White, again, just can't pick up the win, losing to rival New York, and the Jets pick up this win here. The Titans coming up with the win over Houston, a big-time win here for Daniel Jones, a nice game for him. Eason even getting in and throwing 150. And the Bears, a big-time blowout. Did not expect this. Kyler Garrett having a pretty solid day, but the Bears just can't win the game. Going on here, the Vikings lose to the Eagles. Carson Wentz giving us a gift here as Kurtchiff throws 3 picks to the Eagles. Going on further, the Steelers, Baron Gajkowski picks up a win, and it's over last week's loss. Bryce Richardson as the Raiders pick up a win. The Colts losing to Denver. Miguel Stanley, another great game passing, just can't get it done. And then the Buccaneers, a 1-point win over the Miami rival. Just interesting game there for them. Another division loss here though is Jordan Love and the Packers taking L, and we're still in the top of the division. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time.